Welcome to Frame by Frame, a series dedicated to the craft of filmmaking. Now, I've been a fan of director Luc Besson ever since I watched his film Leon, the Professional. As a teenager, it was a film I recommended to everyone. And by everyone, I mean everyone! So you can imagine my excitement when I heard about Besson's latest flick, Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. Based on one of the most influential sci-fi comics of all time, Valerian is set against the backdrop of Alpha, the City of 1,000 Planets, a metropolis built by aliens from over 3,000 different worlds. Now, there's no denying that Luc Besson is a visual mastermind, but how could he, or anyone for that matter, design a city full of thousands of different species and do it any real justice? Well, Besson found a way, and his approach was just as complex, ingenious, and grandiose as the City of 1,000 Planets itself.
Welcome to Alpha.
Personally, I've always been interested in the peculiar methods directors take to realize their visions. For Valerian, Besson had to figure out how to create Alpha's diverse population. Each race had to have a unique appearance, and there could be no unity in their designs. Only then, Besson believed, could he depict the comic's sprawling world credibly. So Besson made a bold choice. He put to task several graphic artists from around the world to create concept art for the City of 1,000 Planets and its denizens. Each artist worked in isolation. That way, Besson reasoned, they couldn't be influenced by each other's designs. Now, that's a cool idea, but what were the results of this experiment? Let's start with the Azine Mo, visualized by French artist Patrice Garcia. For the basis of the design, Besson only sent Patrice the image of a shell, a shape that's reflected in the design of the creature's head. According to the film's lore, the Azine Mo are the doctors of Alpha. They can also regenerate cellular tissue, a quality that makes them essentially immortal. Although to sustain their species' collective knowledge, tradition dictates that the Azine Mo spend their lives in a duo. An older master is accompanied by a younger student. Once the master reaches 500 years of age, though, the student devours the master to acquire his cellular memory. Next, there's the Cortan da Hook, drawn by American artist Ben Morrow. Ben designed the Cortan to be colorful as a way to externalize the species' fascination with art. The Cortan believed beauty is the true pursuit of life. In the Valerian film universe, they were the first species to make contact with humanity. The Cortan believed that all material beings possess a particular sound that reveals their soul, and they call this unique signature a sound sculpture. And then there's the Dogan Doggies.
Nice to see you again. Agent Lorelei, as resplendent as ever.
These aliens did appear in the original Valerian comics. Unlike the other designs, though, the Dogan Doggies were created by a team of 3 artists: Patrice, Ben, and Marc Simonetti from France. These beings are basically a cross between a monkey, a bird, a bat, and an elephant. According to the artists, this complex morphology made it hard to design a functional model. Regarding the lore, though, these aliens are born as triplets whose brains are interconnected. They share thoughts and often complete each other's sentences. The Dogan speak over 5,000 languages and have all the knowledge in the universe, which they're willing to share for a price. Now, of course, all these bizarre creatures need an equally bizarre place to live, which brings us to Alpha, the City of 1,000 Planets. Here's a rendering created by artist Feng Xu from Singapore. Feng explained that he wanted to give the metropolis a sense of chaotic order. The chaos part is represented by the cloud of ships surrounding the city, as well as the irregular buildings that make up its superstructure. To give the design a sense of order, however, Feng wanted to use an iconic shape for Alpha's silhouette, which, if you look hard enough, you can see. It's a hamburger. But let's get back to big questions. What do these designs all have in common? Well, I racked my brain about this, and the conclusion I came to was nothing. Which just feels right given Valerian's place in space opera history. The comic was first published in 1967 in the French magazine Pilote. Over the course of the series' run, Valerian became known for its progressive themes. The stories promoted ideals like diversity and feminism, so when Luc Besson hired artists from Singapore, France, and other countries to design Alpha and its inhabitants, he was doing something more than just creative problem solving. He was honoring the spirit of the Valerian comics and Alpha, the city of 1,000 planets, where an entire universe came together to share its knowledge. And like that fictitious city, Luc Besson's film seems to be all the more magnificent for it.
Amazing.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Film Theory, for more fantastic film-related content. If you'd like to check out more frame by frame, click the frame to the left. Or you can click the frame to the right to watch a Film Theory episode. You can also follow the link in the description box to go deeper into Luc Besson's vision with the World of Valerian Concept Art Gallery. Gallery is a 360 interactive site that houses some key pieces of concept art from the film. It also features narration from Matt Pat, as well as the concept artist Luc Besson personally worked with. And until next time, my name is Kyle, and this has been Frame by Frame.